So yeah, so Rob Ford was the former mayor of Toronto. Was it the fourth biggest city in North America? Not Canada, North America. And his first year crushed it. Second year, some photos from him buying and smoking crack with local gun dealers in Toronto started to surface.
Number one, it's an outright lie.
And then all hell broke loose.
U.S. gossip site Gawker.com claims it has seen the video. So does the Toronto Star, which says its journalists closely reviewed it and stands by their articles.
I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine.
Big guy, man. Oh, nice to meet you, buddy.
Buy a bottle at the party right
Yeah, all right. How you doing, man?
The digital video file that we have recovered depicts images which are consistent with those that had previously been reported in the press. The mayor does appear in that video. As a citizen of Toronto, I'm disappointed. I know this is a traumatic issue for the citizens of this city and for the reputation of this city.
This, folks, reminds me of when
it couldn't get worse, it did. The mayor ran into Councillor Pam McConnell, almost knocking her to the ground.
When Saddam attacked Kuwait. You guys have just attacked Kuwait.
Poutine is usually a beef gravy, cheese curds, and French fries. Now, some people like to put some green onions, some extra cheese, maybe some bacon bits. I just like OG in a fucking big ass cup. Poutine, baby. Yes, he was. A happy Canada Day. Everyone's like, oh, Donald Trump's the most base dude. You have no idea. Rob Ford was the OG Donald Trump, baby.
It's an outright lie.
He wasn't. I'm going to demonetize for saying something, but he wasn't grabbing pussy. He was eating it. All right, Canadian heritage moment. This is this is a history class for all you guys. And again, this happened in between 2009 and 2013, I want to say, because he was like the man of the people, right? Right leaning as well, right? As far right leaning as you can get in Canada. Let's just say it was a similar type of hardcore votership. You're a corn bastard, dude. I wish I lived in Saskatchewan. I wish. Shout out to all my boys from Sasky. People forget, man. Rob Ford put Canada on the map. Well, I mean, let's give Terry Fox some credit here, all right? By the way, there's a Rob Ford documentary on Netflix that just dropped. I watched it last night. It's only like 40 minutes. Unreal.
They're calling a friend of mine a prostitute. Alana is not a prostitute. She's a friend, and it makes me sick how people are saying this. So unfortunately, I have no other choice. I'm the last one to take legal action. I can't put up with it anymore. So I've named the names. Litigation will be starting shortly. I've had enough. That's why I warned you guys yesterday. Be careful what you wrote.
Yep.
Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. And the next thing I want to call Mayor Britannia in Hamilton and tell them that we're going to have to spank their little tiger cats. Oh, no.
I will say, I give Rob Ford all the respect in the world for him supporting the CFL the way he did. Long live the Canadian Football League. Shout out to the BC Lions, though. Solomon Aluminium. I got him on my desk.
Last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy. Olivia Gondak. I've never said that in my life to her. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
I've got more than enough to eat at home, baby. What? I've got... Oh, dude. What a legend.
Never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
What about drinking and driving, Mayor? What about drinking and driving?
What about drinking and driving, Mayor? Yeah, he used to do a lot of that too. Okay, hold on. We're gonna find some more. We're just gonna find like best of Rob Ford. And again, rest in peace, Rob Ford. Like you're a Canadian legend. So no joke, there were like gun dealing gang members in Toronto met up with one of the Toronto Star writers and showed her the video, and they couldn't even publish a story for 2 years after.
It's an outright lie.
Dude, Chris, I was in second year university, man. I was like 23 years old, working out every day at the 6 o'clock news, watching CBC and CTV. If Ford would have laid off the Tim Hortons and crack, he would have probably lived longer, 100%. Yeah, he died of like a crazy form of cancer too. Yes, I've smoked crack cocaine. Probably one of my drunken stupors. Rob Ford, best moment. All right, we're doing it.
Wow. Full house.
His brother, by the way, is his brother mayor now, or is he like Toronto MP?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity.
Hey, Volkan, we've been doing great, dude. How's your week going, buddy?
to address a number of issues that have circulated in the media over the last few days. There has been a serious accusation from the Toronto Star that I use crack cocaine. I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine.
The mayor? Okay. I knew he I thought he was I knew he's in government.
Do you smoke crack?
And I knew he ran after Rob passed away.
Crack cocaine.
Exactly. Yes, I have
Atta
smoked
boy.
crack cocaine. Probably in one of my drunken stupors.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Have smoked crack cocaine. Probably in one of my drunken stupors.
I'll rip his fucking throat out. I'll pull his eye.
Okay, so this was the crack video, or one of. There's a few.
Drunken stupors.
I'll rip his fucking throat out. I'll pull his eyes out. I will fuck when he's dead. I'll make sure that motherfucker's dead. I need fucking 10 minutes to make sure he's dead.
You know what's crazy? Is he ran again after all this stuff came out, and he did pretty well. Because he went to rehab, and there was a whole rebound story. And then he passed away of cancer, and on, I think it was 30 days left in the campaign, his brother ran, and it was a close race.
We'll be over 5 minutes, brother. So I've done 10 minutes after you went. Brother, it'll be a bad. I am a sick motherfucker, dude. But no one's gonna fuck around me. My brothers are. Don't tell me we're liars.
Volcan, we're watching. This is Canada Day today. We're watching lowlights of the former mayor of Toronto. May he rest in peace.
Mr. Mayor, do you still have zero tolerance for drugs, guns, and gangs?
Bro, if I was mayor of Toronto, the first thing I would do would be to relocate the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mayor.
Bro, if there's any Canadian I'd want to party with, it'd be Rob Ford.
Have you purchased illegal drugs in the last 2 years?
Yes, I have.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor,
Again, Toronto's the 4th largest city in all of North America. Not just Canada, right? It's insane.
It's been reported that you attended a residence in the city of Toronto. And at that residence, it has been deemed or suggested it is a...
Andrew, do you remember Rob Ford? Andrew's a little bit older than us. So Andrew lived through all this. I mean, we all lived through this too, but Andrew was an actual adult, not just, some punk in high school like Chris or early university like me.
A crack house, a house of...
sorry, I paused before, but you got to listen to this whole thing.
Or suggested it is a crack house, a house of where drugs and other activities take place. Did you at any point in time report that particular address to municipal licensing and standard? Or
no, sir. That is not a crack house.
Canada Day, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same, except we smoke way more weed than you guys.
Mayor Rob Ford coming clean today, admitting to smoking pot, and a lot of it.
I won't deny that. I smoked a lot of it.
Sorry?
That is not a crack house.
And what is it?
Have you visited the house? Have you walked in the house?
No, actually, I have no interest being in that house. I'm not a crack user.
If you're not doing needles and you're not gay, you won't get AIDS probably.
I forgot about that. If you don't use needles and you aren't gay, you probably ain't gonna get AIDS.
Bottom line.
Is that a challenge? I'll roll one up with you. Hey, let's go, Sven. Let's go. Good to see you.
They work their hearts out. They are workers nonstop. They sleep beside them.
Yes, that's what inspired this. Obviously, Canada Day, but I watched that as well.
For them when I hear someone gets killed, but it's their own fault at the end of the day. Oh, and the last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy, and Olivia Gondak. I've never said that in my life to her. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
I've got more than enough to eat at home is one of the greatest lines in political history, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. It really is.
It's an outright lie.
I've seen clips of this guy for years. Some reason I thought he was the mayor of New York. No, mayor of Toronto. Canada's New York. Which again, it's crazy to think that Toronto's the 4th largest city in all of North America. But it reminds me of an American city when I'm there. And not the Twin Cities, because Minneapolis and St. Paul remind me of Canadian cities. No, I know. His first year in office was unreal. And the reason why the tower crumbled because he was firing everybody attacking the Toronto Star. Well, I mean, Toronto Star and him are going back and forth, but he let the media bug him too much. And obviously he was just smoking crack, bro. Like, it's tough to run one of the biggest cities in North America high on crack.
Y'all want some crack? What the fuck is that? Oh, I got a whole damn stash, nigga. No place for you to get it right now.
It's an outright lie.
Maybe they were taken off YouTube. Hold on. Do we have to really go to E-Bombs World for this? Shout out to E-Bombs World, which is somehow still online. Rob Ford smoking crack. This doesn't get us demonetized, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what will. I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Kenny Biggums could probably take the reins on that. Okay, so this was the first video I think that came out. Gang members reached out to the Toronto Star, said they wanted to sell the video for $100,000. The Toronto Star refused, but they saw the video, and once the video did surface, they jumped on the story because they had so many things like ready.
That's why he wants to be involved in everything. He wants to fight everybody's battles. And it's going to kill you. Excuse me, kill you. Don't do it. Your kids are important to you. That's what drives you, baby. That's what I love. That's why we love you.
That's what drives you, baby. You know what? That's why we loved him too. He loved his kids.
Okay.
His wife, by the way, was a fox. I just want to say.
I don't know. Your children.
Ellen Abasso was not his wife. I got plenty to eat at home.
Kids. You're footballers. Your kids play football. That's what drives you. Family.
Well, I mean, Sven, maybe only for 1 year, right? It was after 1 year that it started to take its toll. But hey, one year. But you know what's crazy? He appealed. I don't want to give away the whole documentary, but what actually almost got him out of office was like some semi-embezzling with a friggin' high school football team or like some youth football fucking team that he was like writing off tax-wise or something like that. But he appealed it and was allowed to continue to serve. Through the crack incident, he was actually able to finish his last 2 years.
Driving the minority. I'm right-wing. Excuse me. You're right-wing?
No, they say I'm just right-wing.
Oh, yeah.
Radical guy.
Yeah,
I'm sort of. I'm not going to leave that. Leave that back in that.
This is Trudeau right there. I like to get that Justin Trudeau and shove my foot as
far. Bro, I have to say, this might be based actually. See, this is what I'm saying. People keep saying Donald Trump is based, dude. You just don't know. Like, look at this man. They were making fun of Justin Trudeau before it was cool to make fun of Justin Trudeau. Before Justin Trudeau sunk the middle class in Canada, Rob Ford was making fun of him. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
I hate Trudeau, man.
She's just sick.
Hello? No.
Oh, I hope that camera's not on, bro. I hope that camera's not on. Hell no, it's not on. Straight year of crack probably would make you lose your marbles. Again, big football guy. Hey, oh, Timber. Poor guy. Oh, you know what? That wasn't even his worst fall. I've seen worse. Let's crack one open.
Y'all want some crack?
Andrew, that
shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
All right. What do we got? We got the Mini Matsui again, ladies and gentlemen. This is literally the only beer I have in my fridge right now. This is actually the last one. It is a Japanese rice lager. Yeah, I can't get any Canadian beer anymore, Andrew. No more Kokanee, no more Molson, no more Lucky. Fucking tariffs. But you know what? Everyone here in the States, they're jonesing for Crown Royal, which I think is absolute piss, personally. But I just kept the Rob Ford shit on screen. Like, oh my god. Okay, hold on. We'll find a better one. Not a better one. We'll actually share these clips. So here's some more Canadian heritage moments, ladies and gentlemen. What did I say? We'll go 5 more minutes. Here's some Canadian heritage moments. Wait, where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is.
Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
For a dude or their blown ass to stand up and come across here and say that to me, you son of a bitch! is coming from the health sector. Holy Christ. I just swallowed a bee.
That's his brother, Doug Ford.
Big, luscious, sumptuous apples. What a dickhead, you know? Sorry, a dickhead.
And again, for everyone who makes fun of Canadian politics, bro, just send them these reels and be like, yo, they don't fuck around, man. We got Rob Ford smoking crack.
It's an outright lie.
I will fuck with his dead. I'll make sure that motherfucker's dead. And the Prime Minister, who appeared to be hiding a bagel in his desk.
Order. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, I apologize. It was a chocolate bar. I apologize.
It is not appropriate to manhandle other members.
I wanted to eat her pussy. I've never said that in my life before. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
It had nothing to do with the questions, but it had nothing to do with sex. I wasn't thinking about sex.
Oh my God, Steve Harper. I forgot about this.
Yes, I have.
Oh my God. Here's a good one. Here's a lacrosse fight from the NLL. Actually, I don't even think there was Canadian teams involved in this, but hey, it's lacrosse fighting, so.
Thomas Whitty, heads up off the bench, big hit! And now Belter goes right at Elijah Gash.
This is Canada's national sport. People think hockey is Canada's national sport. Box lacrosse is Canada's national sport.
He got a tilt. Gash and Belter throwing haymakers. Gash gets his helmet off.
And I actually like box lacrosse more than hockey, personally. The NLL is an amazing league.
Belter goes with him. They're dropping the gear. Here we go. Gash with a heavy right and an extra right.
What other Canadian shit do I have? Oh, yes. Here we go. Here's another one. This is when Canada beat the United States in Salt Lake City for the Olympics.
Haley, have you ever seen any penalties?
And Haley Wickenheiser, one of the greatest Canadian women's hockey players. I would say one of the best women's hockey players of all time. Just fucking, she just gave it to the Americans.
In my life, I've never seen anything like it.
It was absolutely atrocious, but you know what? The Americans had our flag on their floor in the dressing room, and now I want to know if they want us to sign it.
Haley, have you ever seen any penalties? In my life, I've never seen anything like it.
It was absolutely atrocious, but you know what? The Americans had our flag on their floor in the dressing room, and now I want to know if they want us to sign it.
Dude. ESPN wouldn't have the balls to play that. Oh yeah, this you guys will love if you're an American, if you're Canadian. Basically, as long as you're not French, you'll love this. Yo, what's up, Spire? You're just missing out. It's Canada Day, so we're watching the highlights and lowlights of Rob Ford, the crackhead, Canadian or mayor from Toronto. And finally, my favorite Canadian comedian / TV host / South Park writer. He's literally one of the only two weeboo fucking things I own. Kenny fucking Hotz, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you the man, the myth, the legend from Kenny vs. Spenny.
So before I leave France, there's still one thing left to do. Pardon? Vous êtes français? Fuck you! That was for the waiter. God, I feel so much better now. So before I leave France, there's still one thing left to do. Pardon? Vous êtes français? Fuck you! That was for the waiter. God, I feel so much better.